it's easy to assume that you overthink, right? A lot of people say that they overthink, they're overthinkers. You're not really an overthinker, because there's no such thing as overthinking. You can never think too much. When you realize that thinking is synonymous with problem solving, then you would actually want to be thinking. 99% of people aren't actually thinking enough, right? Aren't actually thinking at all. They're going through very vagrant, random, whimsical, cognitive processes and reacting to a barrage of internal sensory perceptions and external sensory perceptions. So the soul is always on reflex from outside sensory stimulation and internal sensory stimulation. There's no equalization. There's no equilibrium, right? Whatever way your world is yours. I could expound upon that, and I will, briefly. Sight, hearing, tasting, smelling, and feeling, touch. These are your windows from the outside world to the internal world. Now, as these sounds, these lights, these smells, these vibrations cross through your nerves and reach your core, you, your center, your soul, then your mind interacts and creates a whole bunch of internal reflexes, right? Internal perceptions that no one else can sense, no one else can feel, which are also for you to manage. So not only are vibrations coming from out of you, towards you, into you, impressions, expressions, impressing you, now you have these impressions having their own reactions based on your mind's interpretation and then creating reverberations. The soul who does not have good management skills of self, right, is going to be confused and completely swamped out by this shit. Now, my point here is that most people are not thinking. They're simply under a constant barrage of whimsical, random, sensory experiences and cognitive, vagrant cognitive occurrences. Now that we understand that, you think that you're overthinking. Most of you, all of you, who are not actually thinking and solving their problems of existence, simply worry the fuck too much. Whatever why your world is yours. You don't overthink, you just worry a lot. And when you realize that worry is a bitch-made tendency, worry is a bitch-made tendency, then you would want to change that. What is worry? What are you worried about? What are you thinking about on the opposite end of any action, any course, any given direction that has you so obsessed with yourself and actually believing in some daunting threat on the other side? You're a pussy. Anybody who's worrying is living in fear of a negative outcome, right? So you don't overthink. You worry the fuck too much. And what the fuck are you really worried about? Whatever why your world is yours. Shouts out to everybody who turned their backs on me. Anybody who turned their back on me because you're walking in the wrong fucking direction. You're walking in the wrong direction. And I can say that clearly. I can say that honestly. And I can say that with my whole heart, right? And look anybody the fuck in the face. Because simply, I know the laws of the universe. And I apply and I abide. When you know, you know. And when you know, you don't have to argue with those who don't know. Those who don't know will suffer to the degree that they do not know. And the demonstration and proof that you know is in the demonstration of prosperity in your own existence. Whatever why your world is yours, sober, fit, enlightened, in the very least. The rich part, I'm starting to see so many different intricacies about the financial aspect of things that it's like, oh, okay, like my journey is going to take longer for a slew of confound variables that I will choose not to disclose at this moment, but that I am highly aware of, and that since I'm aware of, I will be able to maneuver with clarity. Point being, You don't overthink. You over worry. And the reason you're worried is because you're scared. And worry is you imagining, believing in an unfavorable outcome for yourself on the opposite end of any action. Thinking is solving problems. So we're talking about taking a course of action to solve a particular problem, and you're perceiving some risk, and you're also believing in the risk being actualized more than the reward being actualized, right? And that's why you're worried. What the fuck are you worried about? When it comes to getting in shape, there's nothing to worry about. I have the blueprint. I have the nutritional aspect figured the fuck out. I have the training aspect figured the fuck out, right? So there's no worry here. Look at Sheikhy Chic. Look at who he is. Look who he's become. He doesn't even fucking miss. He hasn't missed once. We're not even worried if he's going to miss. And if he did miss, we'd be like, what the fuck happened? Right? Whatever you are. Your world is yours. Sober, what is there to worry about? What are you worried about? What the fuck? Do you think you're going to just like fucking spontaneously combust because you're breathing oxygen, drinking water, and eating food like a normal organism should, and dealing with life as it should? Like, what's to worry about, right? This is just fear. It's fear and worry. You don't overthink. I'm going to consistently drill this in your fucking head because it's true. You worry a lot, right? So what the fuck are you worried about, right? Either you believe in yourself or you don't believe in yourself. And the fact that y'all give yourselves the option of not believing in yourselves. I'm in the car with an individual the other day. We're talking about something. It hit me. I said, I saw a person not believing in themselves in my mind. I'm like, I could never be that. I have no choice but to believe in myself, right? To be confident in my capabilities. And the reason I become confident in my capabilities, I was going to say capacities, is because I show the fuck up every day. I don't miss. And this is the value of the program. I get results. I get excellent results, highest level results, and I perform at the highest level. So my self-efficacy, not only my self-esteem, my self-efficacy, which is one's ability, one's perceived ability to get something done, their believed ability and how much they can get something accomplished. That's self-efficacy. I have high self-efficacy as a byproduct of my high self-integrity, right? Me not missing has created high self-efficacy because I've created so many results in my life that I'm no longer worried about whether or not I'm going to fail. So now I have extremely high self-esteem, and this is what you arrive at when you actually start to listen to your fucking self and get down to fucking work, right? When you start to get shit done. The reason that you worry so much is because you've only proven yourself to be a failure to yourself. You've programmed your subconscious to believe that you are actually a failure who is going to fail. Otherwise, what the fuck are you worried about? Let's move forward. Let's get it done. When you 100% believed in any outcome, when you thought about going to get that bottle, when you thought about getting that weed, there was no hesitation. You moved straight forward. So procrastination and hesitation is proof of fear, proof of cowardice, proof of worry. What the fuck are you worried about? Right? And when it comes to getting money, it's the same thing. But at the root of it all, I know what you're worried about. You believe that you're going to fail. Somewhere in your subconscious, you're not actually willing to put it all out there, to be there every day, to put the energy in, to be all in. And you're not worried anything about yourself. You're only worried about yourself. You're so concerned for your fucking self, and it's all about you and how much you're gonna have to feel and all this other shit that you block your own blessings. See, me, I don't give a fuck about me. I'm showing up. I give a fuck about y'all. It's never been about me, right? A lot of people would love to think that it's about me. They make it about me. I don't make it about me. They make it about me because they make it about them. It's your world is yours. So when you believe that you're going to fail, or you plan on doing less, or you plan on being less, or you plan on siding with comfort, or you plan on taking a back step, then you're not really worried about anything. You're just trying to be cheap as fuck with the universe and not give what's supposed to be given. Whatever you are, your world is yours. There's so many angles. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the desire to over-explain the intricacies of this message. This message is for highly intelligent people seeking to become super highly intelligent people. It's just as simple as that. You don't overthink. if you thought well enough, you wouldn't have any problems because you'd have solutions and you'd just be integrating solutions. And then you'd realize there's nothing to worry about because it's a perpetual state of implementing solutions. So there's no fear involved. There's no risk involved. There's 100% guarantee based on your degree of comprehension of application of the laws to the principles of the task at hand. I'm not worried about shit. The fuck am I worried about? Most of y'all are still worried if y'all are going to wake up in the morning when y'all say y'all. That's not a problem. That's a choice. Most of y'all are worried about whether or not you're going to go back to drinking or smoking. That's not a problem. That's a choice. I don't have the desire in me to fail. It's not about motivation. It's about self-respect. I respect myself too much. And when you get to this level, that's what happens. It has to start with that. You respect yourself too much to allow yourself to be a failure. And then you go and seek the answers from people who have done what you want to do, have become what you want to become, who have the results that you want to have, who have the things that you want to have, because obviously they have solutions and answers to the problems that you obviously don't have, because if you had the answers and the solutions, you wouldn't have the fucking problem. If I have to explain that shit to people, it's going to fucking make me want to shoot the fuck somebody. And yo, this is real life, right? Oh, that's negative. No, it's actual. It's real. A lot of you don't have authenticity. Y'all believe spirituality is speaking with soft voice and blah, blah. Shut the fuck up before we backsmack the shit out of you and wake you up and realize that life is real. So I don't move with pretension. Why your world is yours? If you really thought you would have clicked the link by now, right? You still have the opportunity to do this. So let's see if you're actually a thinking being. The opportunity to click the link, absorb the mindset, cure your mind, heal your mind, develop your mind, improve your mind, get the exact practical implementable courses of action that have 100% guarantee based on your degree of comprehension and application. The only thing that can fail is you. The universe never failed. What are you saying? God fails? Think the universe fails? No, you're the failure. You're the uncertainty. So make sure that you become the certainty. And when you get to this level of consistent application, consistent integration, consistent demonstration, you get to a level of self-efficacy where you don't doubt your ability to achieve anything. Show up every day. But when you fail, when you miss, when you say you're going to do this, but then you end up doing that, when you say you're going to do that, but you end up doing shit, when you say you're going to drop the drink, drop the smoke, drop the drugs, get sober, invest in yourself, save your money, invest your money, start making more money, invest in your business, take your ideas further, and then you don't, you only condition yourself to prove to yourself that you're a failure, and then your self-efficacy goes down. And of course your self-esteem goes down, because if you don't believe you can achieve shit, then you don't believe you're really worth shit, and it's a whole fucking downward spiral, right? So whatever your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised. There's nothing to worry about. Get the fuck to work. Most of you are just children, really, and you need to grow the fuck up. Mentally, emotionally, fuck spiritually. I don't even want to use that word. Mentally and emotionally, you need to mature yourselves into men and women who handle responsibility and don't see an issue with that. Because everybody's worried about themselves and how they will feel and what they have to sacrifice, and they no longer get to exist at the level of a child, right? It's as simple as the fuck that. Grow the fuck up. Whatever your world is yours. Or stay in inferior lane, stay amongst the boys and the girls of the world, while the men and the women lead the future into eternity. It is what it is. I'm one of the people that's making and shaping the world as we fucking speak. We don't debate that, do we? Consider the vibrations raised, sober, fit, enlightened, and rich. There's nothing to worry about. If you worried, you're just a bitch. And the fact that you're worried and that you're being a bitch should be the most high incentive for you to simply move forward. There's nothing between coward and courage. You either have courage, have core, have heart, corazón, right? Or you fucking don't. Consider the vibrations raised. If you have the option of not believing in yourself in your fucking gauntlet of options, and you actually select that shit, I feel bad for your bitch ass. Nobody can help that, because Consider the vibrations raised. Have a fucking heart, have a fucking spine, and most importantly, have a fucking mind to realize that people have the answers that you don't have to get the results that you don't have, to solve the problems that you don't have solved. Evolution is the only solution. Consider the vibrations raised.